Got it on me, got the cash vision. Baby, gon' keep it 100, the one that you loving. I'm bringing the pressure, it's true. Just in my line when you need me, I'm here for whatever, cause I make it do what it do. You know ain't never no better, I treat it like treasure. You love when I put it on you. I make it rain like the weather, I'm getting you wetter, but you in a whole different mood. Paid up.
What is good, YouTube? Nightblade 509 and we back. Listen, it's been a hiatus, but I've been somewhat busy. Your boy been working a lot. So I got a nice little video coming for y'all, and I said, you know what, if I'm gonna come back, I gotta give y'all a range day. Y'all see my boy, he ain't gonna leave me alone for this video. At least the intro. Ain't that right? But this is gonna be a nice little range day. Hope y'all enjoy. I got the Radiant Ramjet to show y'all. I'm gonna do a comparison with a stock Glock so y'all could kind of see what the Ramjet is capable of. And I got this new trigger I'm gonna be testing out today. The Overwatch Precision trigger shoot. Drop it, this little bastard. And I'm gonna be testing out this mag. It's a stock Glock mag, but it's an extension and all that. And if you get new gear, you gotta test it. Y'all already know that. But I'm also gonna most likely have to zero the red dot again. It's gonna have to get zeroed again. And why, you ask? Because I added a Ramjet, and you know the point of impact is gonna be different, and it's gonna change my point of aim. But hey, we're gonna test it out. Hopefully the zero's not too far off and it's all good, right? But I'm happy to be giving y'all this video, and let's get to it.
So on this part, I was pretty much just zeroing in, well, not zeroing in, but checking to see if both dots were accurate. So I was gonna shoot as slow as possible to make sure I was as accurate as possible. And I always start off with my 43X to pretty much start off with the most recoiling gun I got, the snappiest thing I got, so that when I switch and transition over to the bigger Glocks, they feel real smooth, feel like BB guns damn near. But yeah, that's what this first clip is.
You unscrew those two top screws there, right? And then you just put the plate, you extended screws.
So bottom left is the 43X and bottom right is the Glock 45. The 43X has a pretty tight grouping on that side. I just was a little bit off left, and the Glock 45 was decent. I was shooting fast towards the end. This is the Glock 19. I noticed that recoil instantly. I guess it's because it's the shorter grip, but my Glock 45, when it was bare bones, nothing on it, it did not recoil like that. So that kind of caught me by surprise, and I tightened up real quick. I had to adjust my fundamentals, you know what I'm saying? So I was shooting top right. That's a pretty good group, you know, it's pretty much touching that bullseye. But I'm telling you that Ramjet felt a lot smoother than anything I had on that table. That Ramjet is nice. It does work, but I was actually running, like I was actually trying to shoot fast. So I'm about to transition over to that Ramjet right quick. Just loading her up. See, I'm trying to push myself, you know. I'm not just trying to like shoot slow and chill. And I noticed that dot wasn't moving as much as it was before. So why not use that Ramjet to its advantage? Like, you gotta actually push yourself. If you see the dot not moving like it was before, speed up a little bit. You know, this ain't like something that I want to just go over there and shoot slow like I was before. There's no point in buying an attachment if you're gonna do that. And that grouping wasn't too bad too. It was pretty decent. What's good? What's good? As you guys can see, it's a whole different day. I don't even have a beard anymore. But we had some issues with the camera, so we couldn't even upload. But anyway, I tried out the Ramjet. And what can I say about this? I compared it to this. It's a Glock 19. It shoots a little bit different, obviously, because of the longer grip on the 45. But this kind of like showed me what I'm dealing with in a sense. It kind of showed me in a, like what the stock feel would be like. And this one, when I tell you guys, this was a nice shooting experience. But I learned something about the Ramjet. If you're the type of guy to go to the range and you have like a slow cadence and you just line up shots and you try to hit the bullseye and you shoot slow and you're not really doing like going too crazy, then I feel like the Ramjet isn't for you, because you could do that crap without the Ramjet. If you're the type to go in there and actually like shoot as fast as you can and push yourself and actually have a super fast cadence and try to shoot as fast as possible, like you're
Nigga, like.
The only difference I noticed is when I was shooting fast. It's pretty much what I'm trying to tell you guys. Maybe if you change the spring, you'll notice even more of a difference. But it was still smoother. I can't even lie. Obviously, it was a little bit less muzzle flip. I felt less felt recoil. So it does work. It does work. But if you want to feel the most difference, I say this isn't really like something that made it too crazy. Like it's not like it's gonna change the gun completely. Like it's still a nice fun thing to add on to the gun. It still changes how the impulse feels. It's really nice. I can't even lie. But like I would say you would be better off getting you a little JTT barrel, train as much as possible if you're the type of guy that doesn't really shoot fast. But this is for somebody that wants to do competition. I wouldn't consider doing it if you want to carry this. I personally wouldn't carry this configured the way it is. I would rather carry something like this. I'd put an optic on here and maybe some Talon grips, and that's about it. Like I wouldn't even compensate it, nothing like that. I wouldn't even change the trigger. I'll probably leave it how it is. Maybe a shoe. That's about it. But even that, I'm skeptical if it's something I'm carrying. It'd pretty much be bone stock if I'm carrying it or if I'm using it for duty. But something like this is if you are going to be using this for different purposes. Like some people carry it, and if it runs reliable for you, then I say go ahead and do it. In here, I have stock springs and everything. We are clear. But yeah, I have stock springs in here. I didn't upgrade anything else besides the trigger shoe. That's the only difference, which this is nice. I can't even lie. This is a really nice little addition.
Nice.
The Overwatch Precision is a nice little addition. But other than that, that's all I really did. And it's smooth. It was reliable. That's one thing I can say. It was super smooth, super reliable. I ain't really have no problems. I was shooting 124 grain Max Tech. It's like a white box, white and orange. I think I could be wrong. I don't know, but I have the ammo. I just don't feel like getting it. But it shot the 124 grain reliably. I do have 115s. I'm gonna try that out of this. You're supposed to be able to do it with stock internals, but we'll see. I didn't test that out, but we will see, and I'll update you guys if anything changes, obviously. But I think I put around 250 to 300 rounds through this during that range session that I went on, and I'm telling y'all, it's smooth. If you're the type that carries this though, you're a little rich for me. Like I'm not the type that's gonna carry this whole setup because it's a little too much. Like if you lose this gun in a self-defense situation, like me personally, I'll be hurt. Personally, I'll be hurt, bro. I couldn't do it. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all carry 2011s. That's even crazier. Like a 2011, bro. Like to give it up to the cop, I'd be trembling, bro. Like, like no, the whole time, no. Ah, God! At least it served its purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm still alive. I'm still here. But dang, 2K down the drain. Because sometimes I heard people say you don't even get it back, and if you don't get it back, bro, that's that hurt, bro. That's that hurt. But Me personally, like, I wouldn't carry this. This is something I keep in the safe and take it out to a range day, shoot as much as I can, and probably do competitions. That's about it. And that's if I want to keep it configured like that, because I still have everything stocked. I could put it back to its normal configuration if I wanted to, but I don't think I would ever change anything about this. I'm not really going to do too much. I'm not going to go too crazy. I might add a minus connector, and I do want to try DPM springs. That's one thing I'm going to do in this setup, and I'm going to let y'all know if that runs reliably. And I've heard people say it's even better than a compressor, which is interesting. That intrigued me. Can't even lie. But that's what I would say about the Ramjet. And Gen 6 Glocks just dropped.
Got a new Twinkie coming out next month. It's a bad motherfucker. When you bite into it, cream fill and shoot all of your mouth. Glitter.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but boy, oh boy, that they look clean. I can't even lie, but I want to see if it runs reliably, because I've been hearing people say the new Gen V setup is not as good as the Gen 5, but that's, you know, I don't know. I've been seeing people shooting the Gen 6 and it looks clean, you know, it looks like it's doing its thing. I ain't seen no malfunctions, and it's the same setup, I believe, on the internals as the Gen V, because they don't want them to put switches. So I think it's the same type of setup, and I've seen them run reliably. Like, people were shooting them, they were pretty much saying how good it was and all this crap. And I do like the new little optic setup they got going on. It looks like it's direct milled, even though you do use a plate, but the plate like sinks in so deep that can't even tell you're using the plate. Like, I saw that, I was like, dang. And the new flat face trigger it comes with, like, it's pretty much, it's not just like this, but it's dang, like, it's clean. Like, it's still the same trigger pull, don't get me wrong, but it's gonna feel better, like, because it's flat. And I can't even lie, it was clean. It came with a nice stipple. Like, bro, they did their thing. I might pick up a Glock 17. You know what I'm saying? But that's if I know they run reliably. Then I pick it up. But let's not get off topic. This Ramjet, though, I can't even lie, it's a cop. You know, it's dope. If you want to get into competition or anything like that, I definitely recommend it. I say go for it. But if you're the type, like I said, you go over there, you don't shoot too fast, you don't go too crazy, you shoot slow, you try to get good groups, and you go home. Like, you shoot 1-2 boxes and you leave, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? You can do that crap with something bone stock. You know, you don't have to worry about getting anything too crazy. You could get really good with this too. You can do competitions with this too and win. Like, you know, you could get really good with this setup. But in my opinion, this is a cop, but like I said, it depends on who it's for and what you're using it for. Right. It's nice, can't even lie. And through all that ammo that I put through it, no wear at all. Good quality stuff. Real good quality stuff. So it's clean, man. I recommend it. It's dope. And I might even throw one on the 43X. I don't know. The 43X, I might switch up that setup. I still have more that I'm considering doing to it. But yeah, this is a dope setup. I can't even lie. I do like the Ramjet. But yeah, if you stuck around for this long, thank you. Appreciate y'all that watched the last videos. Appreciate y'all that watched the shorts. I'm going to be posting way more shooting videos in the shorts, so y'all go check that out. And I can't wait to hit the range, yo, so y'all can see my progress. I've been practicing as much as I can so I can really get good groups, so y'all can really see some dope footage. But yeah, check out them shorts, man. That's where I'm going to be at most of the time, because I could record off the Ray-Ban metas and really get as much footage as I can while I'm at the range, instead of, you know, having to get the long form, which I will have that too, so I can show y'all in the full vids. But yeah, man, like I said, stay tuned. I got a lot more stuff coming. And thank y'all for watching. If you got here for this long, love y'all. Shoot me a like. Tell me if you like the Ramjet. Tell me what you feel about them Glock Gen 6s. I definitely want to know y'all opinion. Tell me if you're gonna cop one. Tell me how you felt about the Gen V situation. Yeah, I want to know. Put it in the comments. Let me know. We can have conversations. We always do. So yeah, Nightblade 509, and I'm out, man.